one of the smaller Samsung soundbars. It's the R430. I think I've done the Q60 and Q70 soundbar, and I'm guessing this one goes with around the 43-inch TVs, but it can go with any TV you like, to be honest. I don't think it matters. So, wireless subwoofer out first, wireless to the soundbar, that is. Instruction book and accessories package there, so I'll get that out in a moment. Just close this bit of the box up. Some more tape here to undo. This part will be the actual bar itself. That is it. Move the box out of the way. So I'll bring the camera closer in a moment so we can get some close-ups of it. That's a closer view of that bar. You can see it's got a sort of cloth fabric covering around it. Thinking it's a 2-channel soundbar. Does it tell me on the box? Yep, 2.1, 0.1 being the subwoofer. I can just feel the left and right speakers there. So on the back, I don't know how well this shows up, but digital audio in, USB in, auxiliary in, and DC. So no HDMI ARC on this. But I imagine if you do connect it to a Samsung via the optical, it will take your audio that way. The remote, it will work off your TV remote basically as well. DC 19 volt input there for the power pack. So while I've got the camera down here, I may as well open up the accessory pack. Remote control there, which if it shows up very well, it's got the woofer up and down there, volume up and down, sound mode, settings, cog button, mute, pair for pairing Bluetooth audio devices, source button on and off. Imagine once you've got the soundbar set up and you've done your audio settings, you won't be using it anymore. It will work off your TV remote. So in this part, power pack there, and it should have a UK adapter somewhere. So power pack there, clicks into the adapter and you can have it right or left. Figure 8 mains lead, right angled end for the subwoofer. And in here, I'm guessing they're wall mount brackets and maybe even a template if we're lucky. So some L-shaped wall mount brackets, and some parts to go on the wall. Fold out template there for marking the wall up. Some plastic lugs, and there is another screw in there, another machine screw, just put that to the side. So these bits, if I remember quite rightly, you screw to the wall. So when it's on the wall, it slots down like so. Soundbar, when this is on the wall, soundbar sits on top of them. Right, next thing is the wireless subwoofer. While I'm wrapping this, these retail at around the 170 mark. 170 UK pounds that is, so I shall put a link in the description, you can have a look for yourself. So looking at the back of that there, you can see figure 8 mains connection, ID set. If it becomes unlinked to the soundbar, you can follow a procedure to link it back up again, and just the base port on the back there. So cloth front, and that's the woofer there. Okay. I've got the cables already going to my TV, which is the optical. Clicks in like so. DC 19 volts from that power pack there. I'll just turn that back over. And subwoofer on there. Which I'll just pop to the side.
There's a lot of evidence showing that in those early days they tried to stop information getting out.
And here's Celia Hatton on who could replace
Two
them.
new men
in place in Hubei and in Wuhan are both loyalists to Xi Jinping, especially the man in charge of the province, Yinglong. He comes from Shanghai. Now, he's a man known
So at the moment, soundbar is off. I'm just going to turn it on manually so I don't activate anything else around me. TV above is just connected via that optical cable. So it says hello, D in. I've now got a message on the TV. And I'll shut up. Okay, so I'm just using my TV remote to turn that volume down. If I tilt the camera back, you can just see on the TV, it does, I think through the Bluetooth, it links to the TV for the information and the volume, so it mutes the TV speakers, just uses that digital optical out, and it also labels it as AV Soundbar R4 series, which it is. We did the demo, Samsung demo, to get a bit of music and so on, so I've just put it onto Freeview on the news so I can get an idea of what the soundbar sounds like for speech.
Sometimes back to the beginning of the outbreak itself.
Well, here are the number of cases in China going up and up. We're now close to 60,000. The death toll in China is over 1,350, but in reality that figure is higher. Those who die at home are not being counted in official figures, and the BBC knows from having spoken to people in Wuhan that's what people are choosing to do. Here's a quote. And while this crisis is escalating, there's increasing pressure on the authorities. 2 senior officials in Hubei have now been sacked. Let's get more on this from Stephen McDonnell in Beijing.
Now, as to whether or not the dismissal of those 2 senior Communist Party officials on this very day is a coincidence or not, I'm not sure, but it doesn't look good.